One day, James comes to Texas with a friend from his small village for work. James was born in a very poor family. He has no father. He used to live only with his mother. James did not even get to eat a single meal, and sometimes he would go to bed hungry. James had learned to drive a bus. After arriving in Texas, James's friend takes James to a private bus company. There, James's first interview is conducted, and then James is asked to drive a bus. James is already a bus driver. So James has no problem driving a bus. So he drives a bus. Then the company talks to James about the work. From tomorrow, and James gets a job as a bus driver. James is very handsome. And he is tall. In the bus, a beautiful female passenger would often sit on the seat next to James to chat. Sometimes the beautiful female passenger would talk to James about drinking coffee, and they would ask him if they could become friends. But James was already in love. He didn't talk much to other women, he would only talk to women for work. James used to work on his work. One day, James's health was not good, so he called the company and said that he was not feeling well today and he needed a day off to rest. So the company gives James a day off. And another driver is put on the bus in James' place for a day. James used to clean the company's bus every day. James does not like dirty things. James used to show up for work 30 minutes early every day because it took 20 to 25 minutes to clean the bus completely. So the next morning, James joined work, and all the workers and drivers in the company said good morning to all, and when everyone asked James about his health, James said yes. Now I am completely fine, I have no problems now. After all this talk, James starts cleaning the bus. After some time, while cleaning, James sees a woman's sparkling diamond necklace lying on the ground. Even though James was poor, he was honest, and he immediately picked up the necklace and held it in his hand, thinking about which woman it belonged to, and we should return it to that woman. But who is that woman, and where can I find her? This was a big question in front of James. He did not know what to do. And James did not tell anyone in the company. And James later went to the company and thought in the office that who was there to drive the bus while I was on vacation yesterday? It was his colleague Lucas. Then James waited for Lucas at the gate for 2 hours after the evening vacation, and then as soon as Lucas arrived, James met him and asked how many passengers were on the bus yesterday, and how many women were there, and where were the women dropped off. Then Lucas said, "Let's go now, I am very tired from here, I do not remember anything." Then James left for his home. James could not sleep all night, he was thinking all night. Then the next day he goes to the company's office and uses the computer to find out how many passengers were on the bus and how many were women and where they were dropped off. He takes a printout of all this list. In that list, James sees the names of 4 women. Then James decides to find those 4 women. Then he first goes to his friend Lucas, and he asks him where he dropped those 4 women yesterday. Then his friend Lucas tells him that I dropped 2 women at the airport and dropped 1 woman near her apartment and dropped 1 woman in a restaurant. Then his friend Lucas asks James, "Why are you asking all this, and for what?" James says that I only want to find this woman, and he tells his friend Lucas that much. Then James goes to the company and goes to the office and gets all the information somehow. Then James gets the phone numbers of 3 of those 4 women, and James does not get the number of 1 woman. Then James goes home and freshens up first. And then he dials the woman's number and calls the women one by one from his phone. But James had no idea what to say to those women. Then the phone rings and the woman says, "Hello James, hello. Who are you?" James says, "My name is James and I work in a private bus company." The woman says, "Do you need any help?" James says, "No, I don't need any help." James says, I just have a question for you. Then the woman asks casually, James thinks if you lost any of your belongings while traveling in the bus? The woman says, no, I didn't lose any of my belongings. All the belongings are fine. So James says to the woman, okay, no problem. I hang up the phone and say bye. Then he calls the second woman and asks her, and she also tells him that none of my belongings are lost. Then he calls the third woman and asks her, but she also says no. Then James gradually realizes that this diamond necklace belongs to that woman and that he does not have her phone number. Then James runs to that restaurant where that woman is. That woman's name is Amelia. Then James asks the manager in the restaurant if there is any woman by the name Amelia here. The manager checks and immediately tells James that this woman is Amelia, but she is not here anymore. She has gone out. We can't say when Amelia will come back. James had not even eaten in the morning. He was waiting for Amelia from morning till 8 p.m. He was very tired. After some time, Amelia enters the restaurant. Amelia passes in front of James, but it is difficult to recognize James. Then the manager of the restaurant comes to James. James is sitting in a place. The manager tells him that Amelia has come to the room. You can meet Amelia. James is very happy. And he goes to Amelia's room. And when he goes, he knocks on the door and Amelia immediately opens the door. Amelia was very beautiful, beautiful eyes, long hair, James. Amelia was very happy to have a guest. Amelia says to James, who are you? I didn't recognize you. James says, Amelia, madam, I was looking for you for a long time. Today is the day I was looking for you. Amelia asks James why you are looking for me and why. Then Amelia asks James to come inside and gives James a chair to sit on and water to drink. Then Amelia asks James why you were looking for me. Then James tells Amelia, madam, the diamond necklace you lost while traveling in the bus is the same one I found while cleaning the bus. Amelia says, oh my God, my necklace? Amelia says to James, you are so honest, how much effort you must have put in to find me. I will never forget your kindness and I will never forget you until the end. I thank you very much. Then James puts his hand in his pocket and takes out the diamond necklace and puts it in Amelia's hand and leaves from there. Amelia misses James a lot. If you like the story, like, comment, and share it with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.